We now return to Universal Access on DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines.
Good afternoon once again to all our listeners, and you're listening to Universal Access to Learning. I'm Maribeth, and of course with us is the president of Unibuilt. With him is of course the manager of the Communications and Public Relations Department, and of course the general manager. So we've got Mr. Vince Abad Santos, Mr. Manuel Nel Ruiz, and of course Mr. Chad Davis. Again, good afternoon to you, gentlemen.
Good afternoon again, Maribeth.
Right, so we had a question from a texter by Marco. He said that he's a fresh graduate, took up the course Hotel Restaurant Management. Will he be able to apply to Best Western Premier?
By all means, as I said, just email your resume at careers@f1manila.com.
All right. Now, what kind of skills or attitude should these people have in order to be able to make it in the hotel industry?
Well, as mentioned by Chad and by Vince, you have to be a very people-oriented person. You should have people skills. You should have the natural ability to serve people, to please and to smile. Technical know-how,
No,
well, you can
right.
learn that, but it's more of the personality, huh?
Definitely.
It's the personality that really counts.
We're looking for somebody who has a natural smile, somebody who can talk to anybody. Good English skills is a must. But again, to be able to make somebody feel at ease, to have that nice personality, that charisma that makes them feel welcome, and that they know that you care, that you're not faking it.
That's true,
Yes.
because the hotel is going to be your second home.
Oh,
So
that's
you
true.
have to be as
I
comfortable.
think first
as
home
it
for
is.
some people.
Yes.
First home.
Like Chad, I think you have to live there.
Lives and breathes it.
And you shouldn't mind working 24/7 because the hospitality business is...
This is like a hospital,
Yes.
huh?
And Marco,
24/7.
get ready for long hours if you join us, my friend. And also what we'd need as well is, besides that great personality, we're also looking at the way that you deal with your guest, but we're looking for confidence. We want somebody who's got the degree but can smile and has eye contact, and somebody who can really interact with the management, but also more importantly the guest. So confidence, Marco.
Right.
Okay.
And you actually don't have to have the HR degree to apply, just as long as you have
all
a
right.
personality. And
The personality is a plus.
Okay, Marco just texted again. Will you provide training?
Definitely.
Definitely, yes.
Yes, it's a prerequisite.
We are training as of the moment, and the last 2 weeks we've been training our staff.
We had the
already.
first batch already. We'll
Yes.
have more batches.
Yeah, we are in the critical path already and pre-opening stage, so everything is systems go.
Wow, okay.
Very soon,
For
we will open.
For listeners who's just joining in the discussion, because I'm getting messages asking what is Best Western Premier and how are you? It's similar questions, but I'm getting bombarded right now. So maybe for the sake of our listeners, would you guys want to explain what is Best Western Premier?
Well, Best Western really is known, especially in the States, for some kind of lodge, like a 3-star hotel. But here in Asia, they are positioning themselves as a 5-star hotel, especially with the brand Best Western Premier. And we will be the first Best Western Premier here in the Philippines.
That's what Nell was saying earlier, that you are internationally branded.
Yes,
Yes.
and it's the largest chain in the world.
Okay, so if they want to have a touch of international class, they can just hop to Best Western Premier.
Western.
The standards will be a 5-star.
Correct. Best Western Premier F1 Hotel, the first premier brand in the country, the first hotel in the fort.
Or in
Nice.
Taguig.
First,
Yeah, and in
first,
Taguig.
first. Okay.
Everything first.
Everything's-
Like one.
Yeah.
Numero uno.
Numero uno, 2011. Now, okay, we have another question for Chad. Chad's getting famous right now. They said, how is it as a general manager? Is it just more of a title, or is it really difficult to manage people, especially in the hotel industry?
Okay, like I said, difficult? No, not really. If you love what you're doing and you have good people around you, but you're managing a big facility at the end of the day. You're helping to manage with your chefs and food and beverage, a big food and beverage department. Every guest has to be satisfied. We've got 250 rooms, like Nell said, so that's a lot of corporate clientele that we have to look after. We have to build relations. So, it's not easy, but if you love what you do, it's fun, and then make sure you have a good team.
Basically, it's teamwork.
Teamwork, like what we're doing
Team
right
effort.
now. Team effort, yes. Okay, another question. They're asking, I'd like to get into business. I want to try out also a hotel industry. What can you give me tips Competitor? Maybe no. Probably just more of how to establish.
Trade secret.
Yeah. Yes, Dean.
Psychic as I am, I think he was referring to what kind of businesses can he do to serve Best Western Premier's needs, like maybe supply some goods and services to the hotel would be one.
Maybe. Yeah.
Who's
Maybe.
in charge of purchasing? Is it you, Chad?
No, we have a purchasing department.
Okay, all right. That would be one. And then I think to build on what Chad mentioned, I think a 5-star hotel, the first and the fourth, needs people who are self-managing.
Yes.
Self-starters taking the initiative.
Yes,
Initiative,
and they
yes.
will treat their stations as their own business, so that if they are assigned to housekeeping, they will treat the housekeeping service to the clients of international grade. And one of the things I would require as a consultant to Mr. Abad Santos here is that you have to have the international sense to please clients from all cultures: black, white, oriental, occidental, European, American, Asian.
Australian also.
All right. I knew you'd say that.
Okay, actually, in fact, we just have a texter asking about basically what you just said, Dean. Follow-up question: what are the challenges and obstacles that a hotel industry would experience, and how do you overcome these challenges?
Okay, many challenges. Every day is a challenge, I think, in business. Anybody out there who has a business knows that it's very difficult. Again, main thing is, well, get a good team around you, and you have to be very dynamic. The business that stands still falls behind. So, for instance, like Vince was saying, we're going to have a dynamic food and beverage department with lots of promotions and other things like that. Same within the rooms. We're going to offer lots of different facilities for our guests. We've got a great pool, the gym, the spa. So again, we're going to be multifaceted and try to offer a lot of services to our guests and really be on the ball and just really be customer focused. So I think if you can do that at the end of the day, your business should be in good stead.
Okay.
And we're
yes.
very confident that Chad can do it because he has a lot of years in the hotel business.
Really, like how many years were you in the hotel?
I might give away my age if I say that. But maybe 18 years or more.
Wow.
And he started
hospitality.
at 30 years old, so.
Okay, he gave away his age. All right.
No, Chad is a very young GM. Right, Chad?
Thanks, Vince. I like that.
But Chad, how long have you been here in Manila?
10 years already in the Philippines.
Okay, so 1 decade.
Yes.
I pose a challenge to your team, Vince and Nell and Chad. You are going to be the first hotel in the fort. So this is national honor at stake. If this is the first Best Western in the Philippines,
Yes.
the nearest one being in Bangkok, Thailand.
Premier, yes.
Premier,
Yes.
yes, Best Western Premier.
Premier.
We better really outrank the best of Best Western Premier in the world to establish the Philippines as the premier in the Best Western Premier universe.
Excellent point, Dean. And I think we can do it with what Nell said, with Filipino hospitality being naturally the way it is, with the training that we can provide, getting people who take ownership for the business that they're in. We will do it, guaranteed.
And to add to that, Dean, we're here to set a trend. We're the first hotel. We're going to be the first hotel at the fort. I'm sure there will be other businesses similar to ours, but we're here to set the trend and set the standard.
Perfect. Actually, I think to all our listeners out there, it's not also a matter of finding employment in another country, because we've got a lot of
Yes.
employment opportunities, especially in Best Western. So if you guys want to be part of the first 5-star hotel in the fort, you can again send your resume to...
careers@f1manila.com.
Yes, and if they have any questions or they want to find out more about Best Western Premier, do you have a website?
We have a website?
We have a website. Kindly log on to www.bestwesternpremierf1hotel.com. And again, for Facebook users, join our group at Best Western Premier F1 Hotel.
And we also have, you can also call us up at 846-7388.
7388. Again, that's 846-7388 for more details.
All right, and with that, we'll just pause for another break. For all those listeners out there, don't go away. Stay tuned. There's more to come when we return.